Hello. I'd like to take a few minutes to walk you through the process of how to register for Connect directly through Canvas so that you'll be able to access all of your assignments, Connect assignments for the course this semester. You'll simply need to go into Canvas, log in with your credentials, choose out the course, and your instructor should have told you that all of your content are going to be listed in these modules. So your instructor will have already set this up for you, but your Connect assignments will be in a module in here. They may have called them assignments, Connect assignments, Learn Smart, any number of things. But what's important is there is a tool located inside of the here called McGraw-Hill Campus. Simply click on that tool, and your instructor again will have already set this up, and you'll see your textbook for this course already listed here. What you'll be able to do is have access to the online resources, so any additional study guides. But to log into Connect, all you'll need to do is simply click on this Connect button right here. Once you do that, you will automatically be walked through. After clicking that link, you'll be taken to a page and asked for your email address that you'll be utilizing for your Connect account. And then you'll be given a page. They'll give you all three options for registering for this class. It's very simple. You can enter the registration code that you got with the package that you purchased for this course. You can buy access to Connect online right here. You'll be given two options for purchasing, and I'll tell you about those in just a moment. The other option is to try before buying. We give everyone a 21-day free trial access to Connect and the ebook. So that means you have access to all of your content, both your textbook and your assignments for 3 weeks for free if you're waiting for financial aid or some other reason to be able to get your materials for this course. You have two options for purchasing. Standard Connect does not include the ebook, and this will be described on the page. Connect Plus includes the ebook. So if you have reliable internet access because you cannot download this ebook and you'd like to save a little bit of money, what you can do is buy just Connect Plus access right here, and that will give you access to the ebook online, which I will show you shortly, as well as all of your assignments for this course. So again, you only have to do that process one time. After that, you'll simply log into Canvas, click on this Connect button here, and you'll automatically be taken into your Connect section for this course and any assignments that you'll have to do. I mentioned the ebook that's available for you inside of Connect Plus and also within your 21-day free trial. Most of the packages that you purchased in the textbook in the bookstore will also give you access to the ebook in here as well. But I did want to show you the ebook just so you have an option. It is a fully interactive ebook. It is a fully digital version of your textbook, which is why it is not downloadable. So what you can do is, as you work through here, the ebook, it allows you to highlight sections of it. You can also take notes within your ebook. All of your notes and highlights will go into a notebook for you to go back and study from later. There's also a Google search functionality within your ebook. That allows you to jump to any content you need to within the textbook as well. So it is a very good study tool for you to utilize. Many ebooks will also include video or audio files to help you learn the content in different ways. This will vary based on the course, though, that you are enrolled in. You can toggle between sections of your Connect section, the Home tab, Library, and your Reports. Your Reports section is your gradebook in many instances within Connect, but there's also some additional content in there. What I'd like to take a few moments to talk to you about is Learn Smart. Learn Smart is an adaptive study tool. It's very much like using a tutor. So your instructor's decision to use Connect and Learn Smart for your class this semester has in essence given you a tutor for this course for the entire term. So Learn Smart will build a learning calendar for you as you go through here. To use a tutor analogy, a tutor's job is not designed, a tutor isn't designed to tell you everything you need to know and teach you everything about a course. A tutor's job is to help you assess what you do and don't know, help you fill in the blanks as you go through, and give you the confidence to go into the course and be successful. But you can't show up to a tutoring session unprepared and hope to get as much out of it as possible. So how Learn Smart works is, it works on a level of your confidence as well as your competency. So it's going to ask you a question, and you have to assess whether you know the material or not before answering the question. It's important to be honest with your tutor as you're going through here, because that is how your tutor can help you. What will happen is, as you're working through here, if you're struggling with certain content, certain learning objectives, LearnSmart will stop, give you a timeout, and give you an opportunity to go back directly into your ebook or the print page in your print textbook to go back and review the material and work your way through. Your grade on the LearnSmart module is simply based on completing the module, but in order to complete it, you need to master a certain number of items in the module based on how your instructor has assigned it. So once you have 37 items mastered in this particular assignment, you're done. But the only way to master it is to get the answer correct. Now here's the important piece. LearnSmart is adapting to you individually. So as you go through here, and based on how confident you are and how competent you are, it will go in any number of different directions to give you the content that you need at the very moment you need it to help you learn it. So this is not memorization. You will not see these exact questions again on an exam. But that's the idea. If you master the content, it doesn't matter how the question is asked on an exam. And we've all had the experience of walking into an exam extremely confident and then realizing we didn't know it as well as we did, and frustrated because if the question had been asked in a different way, we probably could have gotten it. Well, LearnSmart is designed to help you master the content, so it doesn't matter how the question is asked of you. When you finish with a module, be sure to go back to this reports piece. This is the end of your tutoring session. So what you're able to do is work with your tutor, and you can see what questions you missed, you can see what concepts you're struggling with the most, and you can build yourself an unlimited number of practice quizzes for any chapter to actually assess whether you know the material or not. One last point. Now, as you go through and work inside of LearnSmart, you're going to have the opportunity to use your modules and do your modules inside of a brand new tool called Smartbook. So rather than clicking on the assignment here, simply click here to access Smartbook. Smartbook is the first adaptive textbook. It's an e-reader. So this is your digital textbook as you work through here. It looks very similar to the one that you have as your ebook inside of Connect. If you have Connect Plus, then you have LearnSmart, you have Smartbook. So with Connect Plus, you're automatically going to be able to have access to utilize Smartbook. If you've ever bought a used textbook before and it was already highlighted or had notes in it, those highlights and notes were based on the last person's understanding of the content and the material. Smartbook is different. It is going to highlight itself and wrap itself around you based on your understanding. So it's based on 4 principles as you work your way through: preview, read, practice, and recharge. Preview is simple. We've all done it. You have to read chapter 1 in a textbook. First thing you do, look at the table of contents, see how many pages are in chapter 1. So you're setting up a framework for how much you're going to have to read, how much you're going to have to learn in that particular chapter. And then you start to read the material. And as you're working your way through Smartbook, you'll notice some of the material is going to be highlighted for you, some of it's going to be grayed out. If it's grayed out, it's simply material that's not that important to you right now. No one needs to read every page in a 650-page textbook, every word of every page in that textbook. So what Smartbook is doing is it's highlighting initially in yellow based on population data, based on students' experiences and what's important on average to students. And then as you start to read and go through content, it's going to start to highlight in green. And this is stuff specific to you. And then you'll get an opportunity to practice. This green brain that's up here will start to highlight. It'll have numbers associated with it. These are your LearnSmart modules that you need to work on. These are the same questions. So this is like reading your textbook with your tutor sitting right next to you. Same assignment, same LearnSmart. If you need help as you're working through here, you simply can click on this and it'll take you to that content in the textbook. The last piece is the recharge. This is, again, specific to you. This is content that you have struggled with as you've gone through. These are things that you need to work on a little bit more to help give you that confidence as you're working through the material. And here's the last piece. Please do not contact your instructor if you have questions or concerns in regards to Connect, technical issues. Your instructor is not tech support for Connect. They are your instructor, your professor. Let us help you. Here are our hours for our tech support line, our customer experience group. Our number is right here. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to contact us. Hope this was helpful,